news insight of the week. Now, surely quite a big surprise, and well, a lot of hopes actually proved, and definitely nobody expected so many participants in this market to start and actually show such great results. The interesting comeback from the ESM wave to see how they managed to go through, well, the ESAEM wave. Damn, quite a name. Anyway, what we can see here is an opportunity to analyze the market a little bit closer and to see, so what is behind these comebacks. Now, if we take a look at these two main corporations in the top 5, we will see that the structure both Indiana Corporation didn't really change. Everything is the same in ASEM wave as well. The store amount didn't change. Naturally, the question is what is their share of the market? So let's take a look. If we take a look and see on the motorcycle sale, we see these two are fighting over the market in various cities. Yet, however, if we see the position is different, and actually in top 10, we see that ASEM Wave and Indiana Corporation are actually taking, well, pretty much even positions, though even ESM actually has more stores and definitely looking better in various cities. However, if we look at the tires, well, in here, the Indiana Corporation is as well looking good, same as the ESME, and though the sales volumes do not differ that much. How about taking a look at the gloves and shoes, the same in Spain? We see that, well, ASEM actually here are leading pretty much efficiently with a very decent amount of sales, considering the baseball caps. The Indiana Corporation has literally not that much, at least in another, at least they're not in top 10. If we look at the gloves, we see that, well, once again, ASEM Wave is in number 1, and the Indiana Corporation has less top positions here as well. Well, good thing to start thinking about either the advertising or increasing the stores, or well, adjusting the pricing. Let's take a look at the shoes then. We see that once again well, even though the Indiana Corporation is actually, no, the Indiana Corporation is in number 1, especially in Las Palmas de Gran Canaria, and the amount of units sold is definitely, well, noticeably higher compared to other stores, even though the amount of stores is in the hands of ASEM once again. And what about the underwear? And we see that the underwear, the Indiana Corporation actually looks stronger, and well, the amount of stores, however, is bigger on the ASEM, but the Indiana Corporation leads on with simple amount of sheer size of the volume of the sales. How about we take a look at the service sector, where we can see the restaurants in Spain and who's leading that position in that market. And well, what do you know? We see here that the Indiana Corporation has over 36.58 share of the market. Now that is quite a noticeable amount, and as you look closer, we would see that this segment is obviously growing rapidly over a couple of these weeks, and it's growing, well, strongly, very, very strong growth. And naturally, the Indiana Corporation are, well, these are the ones who are doing pretty decent sales, and probably this is one of the reasons why this company is obviously growing so rapidly. So this is quite promising, and that is one of the additional features why, well, the additional reasons why the Indiana Corporation is probably leading and will be leading later on as well. Well, will they? We will see. So as we see, now the question is not really about the growth of the company, but ability to receive everything as much as possible, and well, literally receive the profits, the maximum profits from the business units they already have. So this means proper management and business process optimization. How about we take a look at the amateur league and see what is the situation there, because it is getting better there as well. So let's take a look at the top 5 positions and we will be sure what is the situation. So there is optimization in number 1 position. Yes, number 1 position, Soleni e Campagna. We see that they optimized the structure of the company. There are only 2 stores left, and also we can see 2 restaurants. And as we can see as well, their share market of the restaurant business is actually looking good as well. To be more precise, there we are. They have 15.75% of the Spanish fast food market, which is a really good deal. So naturally we see that these 2 fast food business units are actually generating quite a lot. Even the price differs, but naturally the competition differs as well, and naturally the strategies differ in the cities, but we see that they do gain their profits from this segment as well, even though the sales are not that big. Now, if we see the UCV company, that is still the original structure, that means they're still trying to optimize. However, we can see that the mix has been, well, literally expanded. If we take a look at the apparel store, we can see that the apparel products have been mixed together with certain food products. Well, good idea. Hopefully the apparel buyers will get hungry. How about the Gladkey Invest? Okay, so this is, as we can see, a little bit more increased size. We see additional free stores. It's a very interesting tactics though, because all free stores have been opened in Madrid. And it's not such a bad idea. The reason why? Well, let's take a look what's in that market. If we go to Spain and Madrid and take a look at the gloves shoes, you will see that right, so we will see that Gladkey Invest actually has positioned as a top seller, one of the best positions. Considering that all these companies sell different goods, it's also a good way to, well, get a large coverage. Although I have to admit, I'm not sure that this company is doing the right thing. The reason is pretty simple. All these stores, naturally, if these stores will start selling similar products, they will start competing with each other as well, not only other participants of the simulation of the market. So either way, that is a good deal, and so far in Madrid we see that they have a number 1 position with a pretty good deal regarding price and quality combination. How about foodstuff? My guess is no, they're not number 1 here, but actually pretty close to the number 1 Parodam Delico store. How about the other products? Well, here, yep, number 1. It's an interesting strategy and actually a very good decision to open more stores. The reason is very simple. If we take a look at the market volume, you will see that these volumes are pretty big. Definitely expanding the store that much and then advertising it's a good way to attract more attention. But there's also a possibility to open smaller shops in the same city and cover a larger area as well, which in this case will help out to develop. Which one of the solution is better? Well, it's a good question. Hardly probably there is no perfect solution here, but we can see later on by the results which actually combination did work better. Finally, when we go to the Thousand Sunny Limited, the ones who managed to be number one. As we can see, they also have the apparel stores in Palma de Mallorca and Zaragoza, and we can see that these have a good mix, both with apparel and some food. Naturally, is trying to sell the bread they produce. Well, surely expanding the product mix could be a better solution, but hey, once again, surely though, I'm not sure that is the best optimum choice for the city, although who knows, maybe where the competition is lower, it's a good choice. And finally, Gazers, the ones that openly jumped in pretty recently in the top 10, they actually, have the traditional structure of the business and not looking forward that much to expand rather than increasing the productivity. Also a smart choice. As we can see, sometimes the size is not the core essential part, but rather proper market analysis and good pricing, as well as good deal, proper advertising, as well as the efficiency of the business units here as well, will lead to certain benefits and profits. Naturally, as we have only one and a little bit of the a little bit of the 7th week left, and next week will be the last one. Definitely, in the beginning of the week, it will be interesting to see how well the results will move on. And probably, I will be honest that the results of the Pro League do interest me as most probably the majority of others as well that much. Who will win amongst these two participants? Will the Honor Corporation will maintain number one position, or will they lose? We'll see next week. I will see you next week with my insights of the week. Good luck, and don't forget, the end is near, and that is that much of a time you have to get your business up as high as possible and be in number one. See you.